What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trolltek here for another video. So today we're getting into some more love in the big city. I know it's been a couple of days, but I'm just trying to kind of balance TV show reactions with K-pop reactions. So until I figure it out, you know, it's going to be a bit whatever. That's why I'm trying to do like big chunks of episodes at a time. Well, not big chunks, but, you know, at least 2 episodes because I can't record every single day and whatever. Sometimes maybe twice a week or something. But yeah, so we're getting into love in the big city. Before we get into this, I just want to kind of run something by some people. So I'm planning to start actually doing anime reactions like fully properly. But what I'm curious about is should I post all reactions on my TV reaction channel, or should I make a separate channel for anime reactions? Tell me what you think in the comments. Now, that's out of the way. So in the last episode, we had to deal with shit McGee love interest. I didn't even want to remember his name. That's how much I didn't like this cunt. And a lot of people in the comments agreed with me, so I wasn't being too harsh with him. Like, someone said something which I kind of understand. I could kindly give him some credit for, like the fact that he's in the closet and, you know, you kind of feel sorry for him in that way. But like, I tell you why I don't feel sorry for him. Like, obviously I feel sorry for him because he lives in he lives in South Korea, which is not a controversial, conservative, quite a conservative country. Not only that, but he also seems, the industry is in, it seems that it's a very, at least his colleagues seem to be very homophobic. So I can understand it and I can feel sorry for him from that perspective. But I tell you why I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him because, okay, yeah, you could be in that type of atmosphere, but you getting into a relationship with someone you know is open and out, like Go Young's basically out. Like, he's out. You know, he's always gone to gay clubs, he's partying, he's always like openly in relationships with other men. So he's out. You know, he doesn't like tell everyone that he meets that he's gay, that would be unnatural to do. Like, you don't just tell people, oh yeah, by the way, I sleep with this gender. You know, that doesn't happen whether you're straight or gay. So he's not out in that way. He's like, doesn't tell everyone, but like, he's out enough where he doesn't hide it really from people. Like, so he's out, right? So my problem isn't the fact that the guy's in the closet. My issue is the fact that he knows he's in the closet. He knows he's never going to be able to come out of the closet, and he's using this other person's emotions and love to satisfy his own greedy emotions. Because if he actually cared about Go Young, he would have been like, okay, I can't treat him like this. I can't keep taking from him and giving nothing in return. You know, so that was my issue with him. Not that he was in the closet and stuff, because like, that's fine. That's fine. But my issue is when people in the closet, right, force the way they live their lives on partners that aren't in the closet. You know what I mean? Like, I've noticed that it's something that happens a lot where it's like, when someone's in the closet and they're in a relationship, it's like the person not in the closet has to always be the one making the compromise and doing the thing. You know what I mean? It's not to say if you're in the closet, you shouldn't get into relationships, but it's like one of those things where if you see someone sacrificing more than you constantly, and if you actually care about them, me personally, I'll be like, you know what? I can't come out right now. So I'm just going to distance myself, or not even distance myself, just sit this person down and explain what's going on. This is what it is. And put all the cards on the table instead of, you know, just kind of not talking about it and just letting the illusion grow. Because that was my problem, right? Shit McGee kept making the illusion of this loving relationship grow more and more, and he kept pulling Go Young back, and Go Young was too whipped and in love to really do anything. There was even a line where he says, I keep, like, no matter what I do, I keep thinking about him. I keep coming back to him. So it's like, that was my issue with him. Anyway. So, anyway, I'm glad that that's done. That cunt fucked off to America. Go Young chucked his commentary out, which I'm really happy about. I was really proud of Go Young there. I was like a proud older brother or something. And so that happened. So I think we're probably going to meet a new love interest in this next 2 episodes, because apparently each 2 episodes is like a different director. Correct me if I'm wrong. People were saying that in the comments. So I think we're going to meet a new love interest. I'm still going to stick by the theory that I think Go Young's not going to end up with anyone in this at the end of this show. That's my theory. I'm going to stick by it. I might be surprised. We still got 4 episodes to go, but that's my current working theory. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into episodes 5 and 6 of Love in the Big City. Oh, she died. Okay, so I was right. I knew she was going to die. Like, it was setting it up. I wonder if she died in his lap or just died after. Oh, he's like, I need to look crisp. Make the aunties jealous. Oh, is his dad here as well? Huh? Not Princess Diana. If there's one thing about ethnic people, whether they're Asian, Middle Eastern, African, it doesn't matter. Anything that's not white, they love them some Princess Diana. Like my mom, for example, like the hatred, like the hatred that she has for what's her name? King Charles's wife. What's her name? Fuck, I don't know her name, but the hatred my mom has for that woman is like she knew Princess Diana and they went to fucking high school together or something. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand the love that ethnic, middle-aged and like older women have towards Princess Diana. It's just I don't get it, but it's amazing. Bro, can you just do this after the funeral procession, bro? Maybe not the time to be making wisecracks. Bro, this guy just doesn't have a moment of happiness. Like, first he starts the show, right? Like, just think about the things that happen to him. So his mum sends him to psychotherapy to make him not gay, I guess. You know, and the shit they probably did to him there fucked him up. Then he gets with this guy, he breaks up with him, and then the guy dies in a traffic accident, right? So his ex dies. He goes through that, and then he falls in love with this guy, and then this guy absolutely fucking just ruins him, basically, and he almost kills himself as a result. And then his mum dies, right? Oh, wait, excluding all that, there's also the fact that his best mate, the girl, she gets married and they don't really hang out anymore. So he basically lost his best friend as well. There's just nothing in this guy's life is just working out for him.
아니야, 괜찮아. 할 일도 좀 있고. 일단 좀 잘하고. 먼저 내릴게.
I think they're worried he's going to commit suicide again, to be honest, like that, which is a fair worry. It didn't happen that long ago. And your mom just died? Like, that's...
사망 보험금 청구서야. 장로님, 이 많은 서류들은 다 언제 다 만들...
Well, she probably knew she was going to die.
염곤사님 작품이다. 난 그냥 거들림.
So has it been 3 years since she got cancer? Oh, wow. So that was a 3-year like gap. So the last two episodes was a 3-year time span because she got cancer in like episode 3.
은수야 지금 나올 수 있어?
Brother,
뭔 소리야?
가자. 나 술
this is not the time to get drunk. I'm telling you.
마셔서 잤어. 지금 완전 새 거잖아.
정말 술 마셔도 괜찮겠어?
그럼
I guess it's a good way to forget. It's better than sitting home and just thinking about what happened.
야, 니보다다. 씨.
형아.
Is he still in his funeral outfit? You still got the armband on, bro. Oh, okay, nice.
어때?
That was some fast thinking.
초상치 상주에서 나이트 피키로 변신.
예쁘네.
웃으라고 하는 소리야.
I don't know, man. This definitely seems like a definitely seems like a facade. I think we found love interest 3 already. Honestly, like the way they introduce him is so obvious that that's what they're planning. Like, oh fuck, that's a broken nose. Oh, it's the bartender, isn't it? Yeah. This is the most innocent looking one out of the 3. Oh, calm, brother. Can we stop this habit of kissing people randomly when you're drunk? Because he did it to Namgyu as well. Oh, that's how they're gonna.
맛을 본 큐.
Q-ho. Okay. Okay. And so a new romance begins. Wait, are we finally seeing him working? I think we're finally seeing him doing a job. This is the first time. So he's a security guard at like a what is it? Like a theater? Play place?
저는 이쪽.
아, 저는 이쪽.
안녕히 가세요.
They're both they're the same type, these two, like awkward, polite, like the exact same style. Well, I'll say their first meeting has good vibes. I will say that, like, I'm not feeling the way I felt when he met Shit McGee. I'm not going to remember his name. I'm never going to remember that cunt's name. On purpose. Even if you guys tell me, I'll refuse to say his name. But that first meeting that he had with Shit McGee, I could sense the bad vibe instantly. This vibe right now is like, it's a good vibe so far. So I've got some hope in this. I don't think they're going to, I'm still going to think, I don't think they'll end up together because I'm stuck on my theory that he's not going to end up with anyone in this show, at least. Just the way the show's been written and a lot of like the plot developments, that's what it's leading to. Like, and I don't think it's going to be like in a sad way. It's like, oh, I'm all alone. I think it's going to be more like he's going to end up alone because the point of the show is going to be that he needs to kind of focus on himself and love himself instead of trying to find love in external places. Like, that's what I feel like the message of the show is going to be. That's why I think he's going to end up all alone. Sounds so sad when I say it, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's going to have like a happy ending with someone at the end of this show. Oh, they both went to run after each other. Well, at least they're both giving the same kind of energy to each other. This is kind of also the first time he's being pursued in a way. I guess Namgyu kind of pursued him, but like, he wasn't that into him, to be fair. So like, this is the first time like he's both been into someone, but also he's being the one that's being pursued as well at the same time. So that's positive on both fronts.
근데요, 웃기기만 한 건 아닌데.
네?
So completely nothing to do with what's going on, but like if it's true that every 2 episodes has like a different director, I think the shots that are being used in these 2 episodes so far are my favorite. Like I think episode 3 and 4 had really good melancholy shots, like especially that shot where he's in the kitchen. And it's just like, it's just before he, like while he's committing suicide, and that shot is probably one of my favorite cinematic shots in this show. But I love the color grading and style and shot choice in this episode so far.
그럼 뭔데요? 내가 죽이나 자원구나.
제가 원칙 같은 게 있어서요.
무슨 원칙이요?
3번 만나기 전까지.
Okay, well he wasn't invite. Yeah, he didn't say we're gonna smash. Well, I guess that is that's when you invite someone in after a date. That's basically what it means. Like you want to come inside means do you want to smash? So to be fair, that's a reasonable assumption. No, his apartment looks like a proper writer's apartment. You got all these books and shit on the table and stuff. There's tables in the middle of the room.
책이 진짜 많네요. 작가세요?
Bro. I guess he's been out like fucking for like 48 hours. The funeral happened and then he went out and he met him and then... And I actually, no, this is after. But he just came back from work and then went on a date straight after. So of course he's going to get knocked out. National Intelligence Service. Oh, he's a student. Nursing school. Okay, so nursing student. 1995. I thought he was way younger than that, I'm gonna be straight up. So he's like 29. Oh, well, this is like this year. I think the year in this is like 2017, 2016. Like currently in this episode is like 2016, 2017. Because I remember, I think it was last episode, it was 2016. So he would be, actually, he'd probably be like 25 or something. No, he'd be way younger than 25. If he's 1995, my maths is terrible. Okay, if he was 2024, he'd be 29. So let's 5, 6, 7, 8. He's like 21, something like that. Oh, new character in his book introduced. Sim Yu Ho. So is he writing the story and just changing the name slightly? Because when we first introduced, he said his name was Q-Ho, but in his book he wrote Q-Ho. So is he just changing everyone's name slightly so people don't realize? So he's actually writing a full biography, but he's saying it's fiction to his readers. That's hilarious.
에이, 마담 말보.
블루베리. 너 알바 끝났지? 나와.
지금?
Who's that? Ah, his mate.
나와 얼른. 그리고 순한 양 한 마리 몰고 간다.
Oh, so they're still hanging out pretty regularly. I don't know. I thought they wouldn't hang out as much because she's married.
감사합니다.
Who's... Who the fuck is this?
11번째 언니 제 롤모델이에요. 봤지? 근데 오빠는 언니랑
Oh, husband, sister.
친구 오빠도 잘 알고 있고 신선한 블루베리와 쩔은 말보로의 신박한 조합이랄까?
She's like, you're the blueberries. Okay, calm down.
귀여우셨어요. 중요 팁이다.
Please tell me she's not gonna get a crush on him. Please.
그리고 머리 쓸어. 머리를 쓸어. 섹시하게 넣고
He's like, what demon did I upset that I have to hang out at a straight bar? That's what he's thinking right now. Yeah, she's got a crush on him. He's like, what? No. He's like, what's happening? What is happening? No. Yeah, he's like, I'm out of here, bro. I am out of here. I don't think I've ever seen him so scared in my life. All the boys are busy. Veggie's gonna meet up with, what's his name? Gunho? No, that's not his name. Qho. Looks like a stamina push. I'm too much of a gaming nerd because every time I see like colorful alcoholic beverage, I'm just like, that looks like a health potion or a stamina potion.
한 번만 내 쪽을 바라봐줬으면 좋겠다.
오늘 선곡 어때요?
The way he gets whipped so quickly is so funny to me. Like, this is what we call a hopeless romantic. Like, it's been 5 seconds since you met the guy.
빼고 해도 돼? 미안해. 끼고 하면 자꾸 죽어서.
괜찮아요. 그럼 제가 넣을까요?
그건 제가 잘못해서.
Actually, I'm quite surprised by bro's carefulness. I don't know. He just always gave me the impulsive, oh yeah, just take it off vibes. But he seems to be safe, which is surprising. I guess most promiscuous people are pretty safe. Like with that's like, you know, wearing protection and stuff like that. Because I feel like if you sleep with a lot of people, you need to be safer more than if you don't sleep with a lot of people. So it makes sense, actually. That's such a risk, though, just like fucking right next to bookshelves. Like, what if you go a bit too hard and you tip the bookshelf over and then you just falls on your back while you're thrusting?
잘 먹겠습니다.
맛있게 드세요.
I could never put that much effort into making breakfast. Breakfast is the hardest meal for me to cook every day.
너도 말라 빨리.
This is the first time he's dating someone younger as well. Like, there's a lot of like elements that make their relationship new, because like the first two guys were both older than him, right? The first guy was like into him a lot, but he wasn't into him, but he was a green flag. The second guy, they were both into each other, but he was a red flag. This guy, they're both into each other. He's a green flag. He's younger. So there's like a lot of differences in comparison, which might be a good thing.
2019년 3월 20일. 10개월 지났는데.
Okay, so it's 2020 right now. Okay. So he's 24, he's 25, 26, something like that. Oh, he's like putting up curtains for him and shit. Oh, this is getting domestic. I think this is the most relationship he's had so far. Nah, how are you gonna get me started like that and then be like, oh, I gotta go to work, by the way? That's not on.
이걸 안 가져가?
무거워. 딱히 쓸 일도 없고.
그럼 잠깐 앉아 있다 가지.
No, I think you wanted a different type of coffee if you catch my drift. That doesn't even fucking make sense. What the fuck? Seeing illusions now? Oh, he's seeing like his past experiences.
왜 내 방에 여태 혼자 살고 있어?
That's what I was thinking. Like, why does he still live in this place? Because it's been like 5 years, right, since he moved in.
영씨, 좋은 사람
Oh, get this.
만났어.
Get the fuck out of my face, bro. I don't even want to see dream version of that cunt. It's 6 a.m., bro. Nah, because if you come to my door at 6 a.m., I don't care who you are. I will drop kick you in your face. Like, that might earn some forgiveness if you bring me sweets, though.
있잖아. 우리 만날까?
I thought you already were, bro. They never had that conversation, I guess.
미안. 규호야.
Oh wait, so his name's Gyu-ho. That actually is his name. It wasn't just like a fake name he made for the book. Why did it introduce him as Q-ho then? Maybe it was just a weird translation error. Whatever. Okay.
좀 쓸렸어.
I see. He got an STD, didn't he? His ex probably... Oh, shit. This got serious. This got real serious all of a sudden.
뒤에 혈액 검사를 마친 후 처음으로 군의관이 되게 했단 말. 너 바텀이냐 탑이냐?
He knew instantly. Did he got AIDS?
어머 미친 이거 나한테 실례인 거 알지 진짜.
근데 너 진짜 어떻게 나온 거야? 혹시 똥 찍어 먹은 거 아니야? 아!
느꼈네.
Oh, so he got out early.
나한테도 실례인 거 알지?
Why did he get out early though? Unless there's a similar thing, because I know in the Turkish military, like when you're doing military, you can get this is the most fucked up thing. I learned this recently, and it's so crazy to me. So in the Turkish military, if they find out you're gay or you've been with men sexually or whatever, you can be exempt from military, but only if you're a bottom, apparently. So, and I don't know how they prove that. I'm not sure the logistics of how it proved, but if you're the giver, you don't get let off. It's like, it's not. But if you're the receiver, then you do. And I don't understand how they clarify that. Like, do they check? I don't know what they do, but apparently it's actually a thing. And I was like blown away when I found out. So maybe there's something similar in Korea. I don't know.
화장실 갔다 올게.
그게 뭔데?
HI.
His like friends are laughing about it, but he's got it and he can't tell them. Fuck. This guy doesn't catch a break, bro. This guy does not catch a break. And now he's got like I guess he's always had HIV from the start of the show, but like now we know he has. Oh my god, he doesn't catch a break.
나에겐 카일리가 있어. 이건 5년도 넘게 나와 함께 살아온 가족이나 다름없고 어쩌면 가족보다 더하지.
I guess that's why he also kind of, and maybe that's also where his commitment issues and kind of disbelief in love kind of originated from. Because it's like, it's probably so difficult for him. Because even if he finds someone he cares about, and then he tells them, oh, I got HIV, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I'm out. Right? It's just, and you can't really blame them, you know, but it's definitely harder for him. Yeah. Like, no one never knows how they would react in that situation if they were in that situation. Like, you could be you could think you're such an amazing person. You're like, yeah, I wouldn't care, but like, if it actually happened to you, how would you react? Like if you were with someone and you found out they had HIV, would you actually not care? I don't know. I would never speak too big because I don't know how I'd react in that situation. I feel like people do a lot of the times talk big when it comes to stuff like that. They're like, oh no, I would never. I wouldn't care at all. But when it happens to you, would you? I don't know. That's the question.
서울 구경도 하고 생각도 다 하고 연락 좀.
I don't think Yuho's gonna be like, nah, we can't be together. He's probably gonna be like, it doesn't matter. Because we still got a whole episode to go. I don't think this story is gonna end like that.
내가 고양이를 엄청 좋아해. 근데 못 길러.
Is he allergic?
그 얘기 왜 나오는데?
너 뚱하고 못된 고양이처럼 생겼어. 그러니까 앞으로.
Nah, that's crazy. That's a crazy nickname. Oh, okay. No, I really like their relationship though. Like, all jokes aside, I think they have such like a healthy dynamic. Because it's like neither of them are kind of expecting. Like neither of them are expecting things from each other. Like when I say they're not expecting things from each other, it's like they're always trying to meet in the middle ground and always trying to understand the other side, if that makes sense, these two. So I really like their dynamic, honestly.
웰컴.
The thing with their relationship right now is like I don't want to love it too much just yet because it's still in that honeymoon phase, right? So it's like it's cute and it's adorable, but it's like how are they gonna interact once like the relationship starts? Because in my opinion, the first 2 to 3 months of a relationship is false. Like when I say false, it's like it's not really a proper relationship yet, because that's like the honeymoon phase. You get once you get over that phase where it's like everything the person does or every experience is amazing and fun. Once you get over that phase and you're just your everyday normal selves, that's when I think the relationship really starts. So I'm curious how once this phase passes, how they are together, if that makes sense.
근데 왜 친구들한테 말 안 해?
아직 신체 검사도 남았고 또
카일리.
별일 없겠지만 아무래도 신경 쓰여.
A physical exam for it. Well, what kind of job would you need to be doing to have a physical done? Like, I get if it was like if you're an athlete or something like that, but like, I doubt he is. You know, we saw how he was when he was playing soccer. So that's interesting. Unless it's like just a cultural thing, maybe.
우리 혈액형도 같잖아. 뭐? 사람들이 너랑 나랑 닮았대.
That's gotta be illegal for sure.
와봐봐. 내가 이렇게 하고 이렇게 들면
You look nothing alike. Literally look nothing alike. Oh, you got the job. It's like a corporate company. What? I still don't understand why he needed to get a physical for an office job.
지금 몇 시야?
나 지하철 한 대 놓쳐서 뛴다고 뛰었는데 진짜 미안해요.
몇 번째야 도대체?
야, 내가 일부러 늦었어? 인천 끝 메가더 동상 밑에서 여기까지 온.
Yeah, like that's true. Like it. To be fair, why did you go to him, bro? Like that's what I'm like. You know, if you like, He's coming to Seoul every single time. Why didn't you come to mine, bro?
안 그랬어. 똑같이 인천 살고 똑같이 서울에서 만났는데 한 번도 늦은 적 없다고.
그때랑 지금이랑 같냐? 나 직장인이잖아.
He's a nurse as well.
넌
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, yo, what are you? You didn't work for that. Why are you stealing my lollies like that?
아니 다른 병원에서 일했었어?
I think he's just got like a positive energy.
최선이야.
네, 최선입니다.
난 고용 수준 좀 더 높게 봤는데.
잘못 보셨네요.
She's like, this is all I got. I'm gonna be straight up. I think the boss low key is just training him up, or like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's being a difficult person on purpose, like just for the sake of it. I feel like she's testing him. Bro, I'm never gonna understand this ice Americano love that Koreans have.
병원 사람들이 나 엄청 좋아해. 요즘
Because I thought it was a Korea thing, right? It's like in Korea they just drink ice Americano, but it's like it's a thing. It's just Koreans in general. Because like anytime I hang out with like a Korean mate, they will always get an ice Americano. It's not like I've genuinely never gone to like a coffee shop or something with a Korean mate and they have not got an ice Americano. So it's not just a Korea thing. It's like even Koreans in Australia love that shit. I don't understand it. And I thought maybe, oh, it's an Asian thing, but it's like only Koreans do it. Like only Koreans love that shit. And I just don't understand it.
좋아하거든. 다 먹었으면 얼른 일어나자. 나 출근해야 돼.
그러면 언제 말할 거야?
뭘?
일 그만두는 거.
나 안 그만둘 건데? 얼른 돈 모아서 독립해야지.
Bro, how are you going to work at a club and be a nurse at the same time? Surely the hours would just not match.
지 혼자 처먹은 것도 모자라서 갈비뼈를 변기에 넣고 그냥.
What? Okay, I thought his brother was just like, oh, he's just like a typical kind of gamer dude, like, you know, just a bit messy, whatever. Flushing bones down the toilet is the most insane thing I've ever heard.
서로의 체온을 느끼며 집으로 향하는 고속도로를 달렸다. 나의 집이 아닌 우리의 집으로.
This is when the true challenge is going to start, though. Once you're living with someone.
이 켜진 주황빛 도로는 이상하게 눈물이 나올 것 같았다.
You don't realize how good you get along with someone or bad until you live with them. Like if you actually mesh well.
머리 좀 써봐.
몰라.
아 눕지 말고 일어나.
우리 오늘 안에 다 정리할 수 있겠지?
Oh, they got like a new bed, like a proper, like a queen size, king size, queen size, whatever.
하나, 둘, 셋.
Honestly, I'm impressed they could fit all this shit in a studio apartment.
난 모르매.
Is that why there's that one drama called like King the Land or some shit? Like, is it supposed to be like King of Seoul? Like that's the name of, because I know there's a drama called King the Land or some shit like that. I saw it on Netflix. Like I saw the thumbnail. Might have been Netflix. Was it Netflix? I think it was Netflix.
체력이 딸려서 더 이상 투잡은 무리라던 귀호는 마침내 간호조무사 일을 유일한 본업으로 받아들였다.
Here we go.
나는 투고와 퇴짜의 무한 반복 속에서
And distance in their relationship is going to start to form. I can sense it already. And he's been trying to like become a writer for years. He won that one. He was it? I think he won a writer's award. Yeah, he did. Yeah, in episode 3, I think it was, or something. He won that award So it was like, oh, okay, surely he's gonna make it, but no, he's still been working for years and years, and he's still having to work this other job that has nothing to do with writing, really.
노력한다는 거 창피한 게 아니야.
아니 그게 아니라
이번 정직원 심사 때 좋은 결과 있어.
I had a feeling she was like training him up and like wanted more from him, but he clearly doesn't. He doesn't really like this job. He doesn't want this job. It's not like his end goal.
내가 너무 피곤했나 봐. 미안. 냅두고 밥 먹자.
아니야, 나도 냄새 나는 거 좀 느끼고 있었어.
Oh shit. I told you guys. I told you, like, don't get too comfortable with things like this, because the honeymoon phase, don't even look at that as anything in the relationship. It's just this false happiness facade that will eventually fade. This is when the real shit goes down. This is what you got to really look at. I can sense the tension, bro. It's like, yeah. That's another thing. A lot of relationships start because you're like, oh, this is exciting. I like this. And then the reality of normal life is it's boring.
나는 소설 속의 인물과 대화를 너무 많이 한 탓인지 그와 대화를 나누고 싶.
I honestly, that's the problem I can see, that they're not communicating with one another.
규호는 병원에서 그것을 너무 많이 본 탓.
Oh, they haven't fucked in a while?
보고 싶어 하지 않는 듯했다.
Yeah, that's a problem. As much as we like to say sex is not everything, like, once you're in a relationship that is sexual, it's like, if it doesn't happen, it's not the fact that you're not having sex that's the issue. It's the fact there's an underlying issue. Why aren't you having sex? That's the main issue. But then you're not having sex is the extra, it's the showing the cause of whatever the issue that is underlying in your relationship. The lack of sex shows the cause of it, if that makes sense. Like, it shows a result of that issue. So the fact that there's no sex there, especially if it's like a sexual like relationship, shows that, like, okay, there's another issue here that we need to figure out.
나랑은 언제 놀아줄 거야?
우리 매일 같이 있잖아.
같이 있는 게 같이 있는 게 아니잖아.
Yeah, being together doesn't mean spending time together. Look, the thing is, I get Go Young's perspective as well, because it's like, I don't have time. I need to work, like go to work so I can make money. And then I've got to spend time with you. But I also need to work towards my dream of being a writer at the same time. So I understand his perspective. But if he could just communicate these things, instead of just getting in his own mind and getting angry about, oh, my partner's not understanding my perspective. If you don't tell him and communicate that, of course he's not going to understand.
어떻게 해줄까? 뭐 필요 없어. 할 수 있는 거 아무것도 없어.
Like, he's not wrong. He is sending the message a bit harsh, but like, he's not wrong in what he's saying here.
뭐가 다행이야. 우리 나이 얼굴 살이고 재산이야.
야야, 나 볼살 빼려고 지방 보내줘서 100번 맞았어.
됐어. 내가 너랑 미에 대해서 무슨 얘기를 하겠니?
너 왁싱샵 자리는 정해졌어?
홍대 쪽으로 계약했어. 내일부터.
Also, they're all opening businesses and shit.
지옥일지어다.
천국일지어다.
고통일지어다.
It's cool how you can see them through through the years and just the way they've changing. Like, even though the story's not on them, like, you can see the way their lives are changing. Like, when they first introduced, they're just a bunch of impulsive young guys just having a good time. Now they're kind of opening their own businesses. It's cool to see just the progression of time.
형 싸워. 아까도 대판 싸웠어.
너네 사귄 지 얼마나 됐는데?
1년?
권태기 얼마
Okay, so 1 year since they met.
그게
어이구, 그렇게 오래 생각하는 것 자체가
So if we calculate it correctly, right? It was like 20, I think the first 2 episodes was like 2016, right? So they met in 2020. He met Gyuho in 2020. So that was 4 years, 5 years. It's been like 5 to 6 years since episode 1 started, basically.
아마 3개월.
4 months?
네, 아예 해외여행이나 다녀와.
그럼 좀 나아지려나?
당연하지. 여행 가면 의무적으로라도 하게 되잖아.
Yeah, but like,
나도 작년에 만난 형이랑 아무래도
even if you fix it for a bit on abroad, when you come back, it's just going to revert back to what it was. You know what I mean? So like, it's a short term maybe fix, but it's not really a fix. It's more like putting a band-aid on a fucking stab wound. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really going to fix anything.
향기롭고 뽀송뽀송하다.
아직 27분도 남았어.
규호야.
Is his name Gyuho or Kyuho? I don't know. They keep changing it in the subtitles.
저기?
어디로?
방콕.
They also want to bang some up. Okay, don't worry. I'm not even going to say that. That was crazy.
아름답다.
It's strange. Like, people were saying in the comments, the next 2 episodes are going to destroy you. And so I'm hoping in the next 20 minutes we get some absolutely like sad scenes, because like so far these 2 episodes have been really chill. Like, even with the reveal of the HIV, that was still like a heartwarming scene. These 2 have definitely had the most intimate scenes though, out of all the 3 love interests. It's interesting. I don't know if they did this on, I'm sure they did this on purpose, but like, you can tell like the way they're so much more affectionate outside now than they were when they're in Korea that's a good little good little feature that they put in to really show you like the conservative kind of culture that they're in without putting it in your face. It's like a small little detail, because, you know, Thailand is much more open to LGBT, you know, couples and stuff like that, than Korea is, clearly. So I like that little detail. He's like, put that shit down, bro. It's about to start raining. Bro, what do you... Get off the road, bro. What if a car comes? And it's raining. You're gonna be sick. Please, there's so much other places you could lay down. Why are you laying in the middle of the road? On a bridge as well. I know this is supposed to be like low-key romantic, but like, I'm just stressing. I love how you can see the glow of the rainbow in the back on the floor, basically.
내가 카일리가 있다고 했는데도 너 바로 괜찮다고 했잖아.
그랬지.
진짜 아무렇지도 않았어.
Because they haven't been having sex as well, so that could be like, is he actually scared that he's going to get AIDS if we have sex? Like, that could be something going on in his head. I don't think that's what it is, but it could be something that you'd be worried about for sure. I don't know. This feels so melancholy. It doesn't even feel like they've kind of patched things up. It almost feels like the beginning of a goodbye.
밤새 다시 일상의 온도로
There you go. I told you. What did I say? I say you can't just fix things by, oh, let's go on a holiday. Because you're just patching up a intense wound that can't be patched up with a fucking band-aid. That's what they're doing. You know? I told you. You got to fix the root issue. Which is the fact that you aren't communicating or giving enough time for each other to actually sit down and spend time with each other. Did he move out? Nah. No, stuff is still there. I thought wait, no, he's got the suitcase. Sorry. Being bilingual, sometimes I forget the words of things in English. Wait, is he on a dating site? Is he on Tinder? He went on Tinder. Oh, shit. Even if he doesn't cheat physically, that's cheating already in my head. Just doing that is cheating. He's already cheated. You know? To be fair, he didn't really swipe right on anyone, so that gives him something, but still. Honestly, the only problem they have is just communicating with one another. And with that, like when I say communicating, like obviously they talk about it, but they yell at each other. They're not really communicating. You know what I mean? Like yelling at someone is not communicating with them.
너네 병원은 무슨 동네 구멍가게도 아니고 벌써 승진을 시켜준다니.
Okay, so they're on good terms again. So we're just going to fully avoid the fact that he tried to move out and was on a dating site. Not going to talk about that at all, I guess.
같이 가자, 상해. 나도 너랑 같이 아니면 안 가. 근데 너무 좋은 기회니까 같이 갈 수 있는 방법 좀 없나 찾아보자.
I don't think it's going to work out. This is my theory. I think they're going to try to move together, but things are going to get in their way or something, or he's going to decide I can't leave because of my career and my dreams and stuff here, and they're going to decide to split ways. I'm telling you that's what's going to happen. Because I knew this was like, I think if the message of the story isn't the whole idea of loving yourself and, you know, growing in your own self, if that wasn't the message of this story, I could see them probably being endgame and being all happy ever after. Because I feel like the message of this isn't about finding happiness in yourself through relationships. I think because of that, they were kind of doomed from the start, these two. Like, not even these two. Any relationship he was going to have in this show, I feel like was doomed from the beginning, because I feel like that's not the message of this story. And also, there's a lot of, like, it's a mixture of, like, what he wants to do in his life, like his dreams, and also his traumas that he's experienced. I feel like it makes it impossible for him to really be in a relationship, because he hasn't really worked on himself, if that makes sense.
나는 화가 좋아하긴 하니까.
어? 진짜로? 가는 거야? 응? 이거 모르게 없기? 이거 얘기 다 한 거다.
Like I'd be happy to be wrong if these two end up together, because I think they suit really well, but I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen.
Hey, 你好吗?
Hey, 你好.
Oh, they're learning Mandarin.
있나? 니시날리는
That was fast though.
爱情여유의 청.
To be fair, I guess it's easier for like, you know, Koreans to learn like Mandarin and stuff, like any of the like kanji using. And but do Koreans use kanji? I think they do, right? I don't know. I'm not sure if they do. You can correct me if they don't or whatever. But like the Japanese, Korean, Chinese languages are relatively similar, right? So it makes sense that it'd be easier to learn. Docs for Shanghai office placement. Also, there's like, okay, so his business, the corporation he works for works in different countries. Oh, but he can't transfer because of his HIV.
아니야. 너는 보면 평상시엔 띠란데 또 이런 건 잘해. 설말도 이제 잘하잖아.
He's not telling them the main reason why he's not doing it because of the HIV issue.
넌 가야지.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know, man. It's one of those things. It's like it's hard to choose because you can't just like throw this massive opportunity away, you know, which is gonna help you in the rest of your life. But then you can clearly see they do love each other at the same time, so I can see it. But like I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a bit too logical. I would choose to go regardless because it's like. This is like a once in a lifetime, not once in a lifetime, but it's like, this opportunity is too good to just pass up. That tripped me the fuck out, bro. What the hell? Like because the cut looked like it was the same shot. And in the cut before, he was standing next to him and he came out of the back. That tripped me the fuck out.
지금 이렇게 설레는 감정이 있는 것은 결국 우리가 완벽히 끝날 때가 되어간다는
Yeah.
의미.
Honestly, I could sense the beginning of the end from the start of this episode. It was pretty obvious, I feel. Because, like, to be fair, like, even if this didn't happen, like, this move didn't happen, I think they still would have broken up because they were going through crazy issues. They weren't they weren't actually resolving their issues. They just, like, would forget about why they were fighting and then get back together and just ignore it, right? And then we had the whole dating app thing that happened. Like, it was doomed anyway. This was just a faster way for the end to come.
아무 소리도 내지 않는 걸까? 꼭 눈치를 보고 있는 것처럼. 아무리 오래 살아도 언제나 남의 집에 얹혀 살고 있는 거.
Interesting. It's like
그건 내 탓일까?
he was never fully comfortable
아니면 그냥 어쩔 수 없는 일이었던 걸까?
and never really felt like this was something that he owned. It's kind of an interesting little concept. I guess it's a perfect representation of the distance between them, and that has been between them for a while now. Honestly, this is low-key the saddest breakup because, like, at least the other breakups, yeah, someone died and someone said some really horrific shit. But this one is like no one's at fault really, and there's no one to get angry at. There's no one to blame. It's just circumstance.
너는 내가 없어도 상관없어?
He's like, even I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be straight up. Even I don't know. Fuck, is this really how he's gonna say goodbye to each other? Fuck, that's crazy. Or is he? Yeah, he's gone. He's just going. That's really the way that their departure is gonna be. That's insane. I guess there's no really other way to do that. Like, every arc that is like every 2 episodes, at the end of every 2 episodes, it's just him sitting alone, sad. Like every single time, without failure that's happened. Like episode 2, where he's sitting in after Namgyo's funeral, he's just sitting alone in the home. Episode 4, you know, same shit after the whole like breakup and you know his mum's last kind of breaths, basically sitting alone. He's with his mum, but his mum was basically dying at that point. And then now, like, just doesn't catch a break.
나는 너에게 아주 오래전에 들었던 가장 야한 농담으로 세상에서 가장 야한
This is such a good scene though. It's so subtle the way you can feel the reality of like the sadness of this breakup, like just on his shoulders while he's eating the fucking muffin or whatever it is. Okay, so that was episodes 5 and 6. Again, they broke up. I knew it wasn't gonna, like, I knew that, like, my theory is panning out exactly how I thought. Like, my theory is panning out so well. I'm thinking he's not gonna get together with anyone because we've got 2 episodes left. Unless we get introduced to like a new love interest, which I don't think we will. Because I feel like they would have to rush. Unless the next 2 episodes are like an hour and 10 minutes each or something, then maybe. But I don't think we're going to get another love interest. I'm not surprised by the turn of events because it's like, it was kind of expected in my opinion, like, which I've been talking about since like episode 4 or episode 3. I'm not that surprised by the breakup. The only thing I'm surprised about is the way that I genuinely think this was the hardest breakup that he went through, just because there's nothing to blame. You know, it was like they loved each other and they tried to kind of communicate with each other and keep their relationship solid. And they always returned to each other, but it was like opportunities, work, dreams, life, like all those things just stood in their way that like divided them, you know, like the fact that Go Young wants to be a writer, so he has to work all the time. The fact that Gyuho, like, he needs to take this opportunity for his future, you know, and the fact that Go Young can't leave because of, you know, his HIV and he couldn't get a placement in China. Like, all of it was against their control and against, like, they couldn't really do anything about it, if that makes sense. So that's what makes this relationship so sad, is that, or the ending of it is that it's not that the relationship itself could have been fixed and you could have done something. It's like that there was no route you could have took to fix the issues. You know, there's nothing you could have done about Go Young wanting to spend all this time writing because that's his dream. He can't not do that. Or Gyuho couldn't have not accepted the job. Like, there was no element, there was nothing you could have done to save the relationship. That's what makes it so sad. And there's no one to blame either. Like, you can maybe blame them a bit because of their just lack of healthy communication with one another. But even then, it's like, it's hard to blame because it wasn't like one person had a lack of communication. They both had it. Yeah, these were some really good episodes because, like, they weren't mad depressing like episode 3 and 4 were, but they were realistic enough where some relationships, even if you love the person a lot and you want to be with them, just don't work out because life gets in the way. So that's realistic. What I love about this show, I think, is like they don't focus on the gay relationship. They focus on like they don't really focus on a lot of like when they're focusing on elements of the relationship and discussing certain topics, they don't focus on like the fact that it's a gay relationship, which I love. They focus on the fact that this just happens in relationships in general. Like these things that happen in their relationship and that made them distance themselves from one another and eventually break up happen in straight relationships, happen in gay relationships, happen in all kinds of relationships. So it's like, I love how realistic it is from that perspective. Obviously, sometimes you just want to watch a show and you're like, I don't want to see realisticness because this is escapism for me. But this is one of those shows that it's really cool to see that realistic perspective. Anyway, that was my reactions to episode 5 and 6. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.